Everyone's always like, you're so lucky, and I'm like, Right here.
Will you end my pain? Will you take my life? Will you bleed me out?
This is what it's really like to bring a service dog to school. To make this video really short, if you don't want to watch the whole entire thing, basically, if you want your whole world to know that you have a service dog, just bring it to school. And before the comments go, it's not that easy, it's really not. It took me a good, not a year, but couple months. It took me the end of my 7th grade year and my whole entire summer to get Nike to come to school with me. So that was fun. I've had a couple of service dog owners ask me how I did it and how it seems so easy. It's really not easy. There's a lot that you gotta do in order to make sure that the dog is safe and well behaved. But to some people understand it. Some people just get it. They understand. I always thank parents who, whenever a kid comes up and was like, oh my god, puppy, please can I touch the puppy? I always thank the parents whenever they say, sorry, the dog is working. So it's good for you to know what a working dog actually does before judging a book by its cover. This is really when you have to be strong. When you have to put into your mind, and for some people, like me, it's so difficult to just get it in there that right now, it's just you and your dog. Right now, it's just you making it through. That really, ultimately, just try to get good grades. And some people are understanding, some people aren't. I can say this confidently from someone who has a mental illness. There is such a stigma against it, and people know that. People know that there is a stigma towards mental illnesses and mental disabilities. So, having a dog for it is mind-blowing to some people. It's literally insane to some people, and you're seen as selfish, you're seen as rude, you're seen as a liar, an attention seeker. I've been called it all, trust me. I'm a middle school handler, which makes it even more difficult in mind-boggling to people because they still, it's a younger generation. I'm afraid for whenever I grow up for how I'm gonna be treated. And my anxiety and depression is gonna get better, it's going to level out, but I'm still afraid that because I have a history of it, I'm going to be seen as a lesser person, or there's even the fear that I might get into isolation because I think that that's what's gonna solve mental illness. So that's a different story for another day. But yeah, it's very interesting. Some stories that I have are the first day that I brought Nike to school, someone hit my backpack because I repeatedly told him, you cannot pet my dog. So he hit my backpack, which is very triggering for someone who literally has PTSD. Like, it says it on the vest. I mean, people just don't understand. And I get stories all the time. Heck, I got into a fight last time I went to school because of it. And I'm not recommending going into fights. I had been telling myself to just ignore it. Just don't pay attention to it, because that's all that you can really do to save yourself. But this was just a day that I forgot, and people forget. That's okay. But for whatever reason, I forgot that day, and that's fine. It's okay. I'm not perfect. I'm never gonna be perfect. So I just forgot that day. But I have gotten into a few fights about it because people have repeatedly barked at my dog when I told them to stop because it's distracting. He's obviously getting distracted. When people call my dog a rat, like, what? What? And I already know what you're thinking. Then don't bring the dog to school. Okay. It's a service dog. I mean, I'm not just gonna leave my service dog at home. No. This is my dog. This is my medication. This is what I want to do for myself. If this is something that I feel is going to help me in the long run, help me to be a functioning person in society, then yes, I'm gonna bring my dog wherever I go. Thank you. Good night.